Hi everyone, it's Chris here from the Southwest Shooters, and in today's video we're going to be comparing two really significant air rifles. We have the Gamo Coyote in 177, and we also have, famous to the channel, the Walther Rotex RM8. Alright? And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the difference in grouping at 30, 35 and 40 meters. And then what I will do is I will talk to you a little bit about my thoughts on both the guns. I'll tell you which one I prefer, and we can look into some of the detailed specs of them both. Before we begin, this video was made possible by my friends at Crackshot in Newton Abbot. The RM8 was purchased from there, and the Gamo Coyote is currently, at the time of making this video, available, and I'm doing some demo videos for them, and you can view this as a demo, but this is also available from the wonderful team at Crackshot in Newton Abbot. Before we look at the data, the final thing that I'll say is that the pellets used in both of these guns were identical. It was the Bisley Magnums in 177. So let's have a look at the data now, and then we can summarize everything at the end. Let's go. So there you have it. There is some real life testing of these two guns in normal conditions. It was a little bit blustery today, a little bit windy, but there's some honest groups at 30, 35 and 40 meters, and you can see the difference in groupings as we move back. So let me talk to you about some of the differences, the major differences about these two guns. Okay, then I'll talk about the similarities. So here's the difference between these two guns, can be summarized in one thing. Okay, and it's the trigger. If we look at the RM8 has a trigger that I prefer. Okay, so if we take the safety off, look at my index finger here. Okay, there is going from first to second stage, and then pop. If I look at the Coyote, the gun, it doesn't have quite a crisp first and second stage. So that's it for your first stage, and then it really is, you just pull it back, then eventually the shot will fire. So the Gamo doesn't have quite as good a trigger. You can still use it, you can still get used to it, like I think I've proven to you in the groupings and shooting, but that for me is the biggest difference between the two. Both guns have safeties. With the RM8, you have to take the safety off in between each shot. That's absolutely fine. With the Gamo, it has this little nub in here, a little kind of trigger there that you flick on and off for the safety. But they both function very, very well. Aesthetically, the guns are obviously different. Okay, we have one which is more kind of like tactical and mean looking, and one which is more sort of traditional and classical, but I guess that's down to personal preference. Both guns are going to give you a high shot count. So you're going to get between, what would it be, 70 to 100 shots from each gun. Okay, so that's 7 to 10 mags in the Coyote, and it would be roughly the same in the RM8. Okay, you can't go wrong with either of these two guns. Okay, they're both really, really good guns. I'll be honest with you, for me, I actually prefer the RM8. Not only do I prefer the look, I prefer the way it shoulders for me and the way that I hold it. I think that it is slightly more accurate, but you might be able to improve on the groupings that I did if you were to experiment and find different kinds of pellets. As I said, I tried every variety of JSB that I have, and it's a lot. The Bisley Magnums grouped fantastic in both guns, so I thought I would use them for this sort of demonstration and review. Now, one thing that I will say in the defense of the Gamo is that it will benefit from a higher quality scope. The one that comes on the Gamo is not the same as the one that I have on the RM8. Okay, now if it was a completely fair test, I would have swapped them over. I didn't really want to go through that hassle. I just wanted to give you an indication of what you can do with these two guns straight from a shop. All right, so at the moment, this gun, the Gamo at least, is £325, and also it comes with the Huggett silencer, all right, which makes it really, really quiet. And I think that offers outrageously good value. You can shoot very small groupings at all three distances. I didn't take it out any further because it was getting to the point where I wasn't able to really use the scopes effectively. That's it for this summary review. Either of these two guns you'd be happy with, I promise you. Okay, I think that they're going to be very good for people that are looking to get into air rifle shooting, and they might be for people that want to have a gun that they would take out sporting in the field, or maybe increase their skills with on their range at home or somewhere like Crackshot in Newton Abbot. So once again, thank you to Crackshot for letting me use the Coyote, and indeed enabling me to purchase this RM8 for Professor Ballinger. And any comments or questions would be warmly received. I think this could be an interesting video for people, because I think people will have wanted to have seen a comparison between these two similarly priced guns. And I hope that you'll find this video useful. Until then, I'll see you soon. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.